Sometimes the game capture takes a few seconds to register, especially when you're going into the loading screen. Muted? Bro, you no. Sean, you're you're gonna get a timeout if you end up doing that. Sorry. Uh anyway, Group B were here. Finland completed 2 games already. This is the first game for the UK. I actually think there's a bit of an advantage if you just delay your first week a little, and you can kind of see what you would need to get from the rest of the series. Can you mute, please? It's very rude, Bullet. It's very, very rude. So the UK will go into this knowing they ideally probably need to win against the Norwegians, and any chance of going through to the last 16. And it will set them up well. They'll still need to get a result against Denmark. Finland should be a 3-0 to the Finns. But if they can somehow get a result here, it's going to throw the group completely wide open. Now, Boo is playing in the red here. Koreans on the flank. Already pushing Deer. Already got a Deer in. The UK players should be well versed on their builds for Team Islands. His flank is going to be Fanji. He's playing Sicilians. This has been something that Fanji has done a lot. He's probably going to land forward, like Dungeons and Imperial Age, but Feudal Age and Castle Age can be really annoying with the light cav. They also take the less bonus damage as well, which is really nice for Sicilians. Palace in the pocket as well, and he's gone Italians. And now is it just going to be backdog, like Fast Imp? Villagers coming out here. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if it was something like that, but I think Fast Castle Fire is probably going to be good enough. But with Italians, you can do some crazy things with Italians because of the cheaper upgrades for the ages. Let me put this on. Omega Low. Nick is on the flank, and he's playing Bengalis. Like I mentioned in the pre-game, Bengalis amazing because you're going to be doing a lot of dancing with galleys. And anytime you disengage, your ships are going to be regaining HP, and you get 2 villagers upon every age up as well.
Hi.
And that's the UK team. I think they're going to be very well prepared on Team Islands here. Let's see what they can do. It's probably a map they're quite happy to get on game 1. Norway were offered Team Acropolis or Team Islands. They picked this one. So you would be expecting them to be slightly prepared as well. And on the other side, we have one of the best players of all time, and that is the Viper. Playing Dravidians are #1 pick in the draft. And let's see what he can do with them. Now, the team bonus is really nice for Dravidians. You can see he's actually making houses when he doesn't need to be. But getting the extra 5 pop space is really nice on water maps, because quite often or not, it does get quite hectic. I have to say the Norwegians have got a very interesting map, but it looks... Good luck stopping a landing on that one, if you get landed at the front here. So far to go as well. Oh my god. There's like so much land in the front of their base, and there's lots of gold and stone here as well. And Norwegians are kind of forced to the back of their own island. Kong just pauses for a second. We'll just quickly tab out, make sure it's not about anything. MPL in pocket though, and he's actually went back dock. So that tells me he's not going to land. And back dock from Kong as well. Huh. And then Keller on the other flank in the grey playing his Saracen, he's got side dock. Kong cleaning shit off of keyboard. Nice.
Yes.
uh... Are we having like a bit of a pause gate right now? What is going on? I guess Fanji or Paul was not ready. What is going on? Throwing shit on the keyboard. It's probably a good idea, right? See, Hallis is up already. Has Pocket with a bag dog. Maybe he's going to do something similar to Poland. This looks like a very tight build. See MBL and Kong. And we're just clicking up as well. 3 fishing ships in the back. 2 fishing ships here. 3, 4. 3 from Nick. Oh, that first dog from Nick is gorgeous. And Fanji just been sent in some Viper knows, guys. Been sent in some sheep. So Viper and Fanji have a bit of a history. This transport is also half price, which is really nice, and it gets you extra line of sight, right? I do have the spectate bug, which is kind of annoying. MBL going for transport from the back. Huh. Didn't really expect that, in all honesty. Barracks coming up from Hallis, so he's going to try and defend on land. Okay. Second dock coming up from Nick. Third dock coming up from Boo. But not in Feudal Age quite just yet. Kind of surprising in all honesty. But Fanji already got that barracks up. Spearman on its way. It'll be huge once it is here. Let's have the wood for the next building. He decides to go for a range. You can see he has got the 4 on gold, so prioritizing that. MBL was landed. 2 villagers here. Has been spotted though by Nick. His scout does go down. But the timing's obviously a lot worse for MBL versus Fanji. The range is already going to be on his way. Did he make the barracks at home? He did. He's going to make the blacksmith at home. So he's just going to make the archer range instantly. So not that much worse, but a little bit. Now galleys coming forward. Only 2 galleys out from Nick. Third dock on the way. 2 galleys from Boo. Just patrolling in the meantime. Probably wants to get some numbers up. And Kong also has a transport. Who's he transporting? Huh? Okay, and barracks. Sorry, archer range goes up. Second one on its way. What is this? What is this for? Did he like misclick that? He's sending it for MBL now. Just preparing. Stable at home to defend. Second range up from Fanji. He's got the blacksmith here as well. Gonna start to pressure Keller. I don't understand the transport. Very odd. Viper moving with his galleys now. Nick versus Viper, that's going to be a matchup we'll see in Black Forest quite a bit. And there's not a single defensive fire here from Hallis either. But he has towered the ranges. He's going to try and wall them in as well, so it is going to nullify things quite a bit. But losing the fish is not good at all. I would like, if we know the galleys around the back, I'd like to see Nick go forward. 7 versus 5. So we know the numbers are not going to be here for Viper defensively at this moment, so I'd like them to see him go forward. They're probably giving him too much respect, in my opinion. Fanji's really going to mine the stone, and he's actually going to get away with it. Keller has to go for a defensive tower. On water, looks like Boo is doing half decent. No fledging for Nick. It's in now, but yep. Could be an issue here with the galleys going right round the back and then sniping Boo's fish. So Hallis should have communicated that. Now a little bit of dancing. Dancing this side as well. Defender's advantage, of course, for Keller. Ooh. This could be a lot of value from 3 galleys. Vanji on the island. It's starting to get a little bit of an awkward army to deal with. 8 archers, a fletching. Few spearmen as well. Yeah, Boo has to react to this. He's just going to send the fish to his galleys. It'll be slightly awkward. Another range or 2 coming up from MBL after having this, and I don't think the UK team will have any idea about this. It's Malines, of course, so the buildings are cheaper. But even the fish from Fanji are now on the shore fish. That's super annoying. Where is Fanji's army? He's actually going to go to MBL, and oh boy. Oh, really boy. There's multiple spearmen in there. 8 scouts, 4 spearmen, 8 archers. Spearmen on the wrong side. Still going to get some good hits. Range is coming up. And a 5th range. 5th range from MBL, but he's got fish alive at least. Kong has really good fish numbers as well, and he actually made at least a defensive demo, but probably would prefer a defensive fire or 2 versus a demo ship against some galleys getting around the other side. Keller's now pressing on to Boo, but numbers look good for Boo. He's got 3 docks running. And for Fanji, takes a Vil or 2 and decides to move on to the next one. The 3 ranges here could be annoying. I mean, even this is a 6th. This is a 6th range of. This is a 6th range in Castle Age. He makes a range at home. He made 2 here that have been cleared up. He made 3 more, and then 1 here. Huh? The hell, man. But the 3 ranges are going to mass numbers super quick. And where are the numbers from Hallis? Did he just stop making scouts? He's only got 11 military. And it's not the easiest thing for Fanji just to go for defensive buildings. He's having to make a dungeon on the wood line here, man. Don't like that dungeon. Do not like that dungeon. Wall into the TC, I think. Dungeon here. Does get the stone now. Doesn't feel great. Scouts get in and the villagers forward from Fanji. Bood gets the Castle Age first though. Viper not far behind. He'll be clinging on to that for years. I wouldn't blame him. Good time for Nick to engage, knowing his army's about to get upgraded. Keller's thinking the exact same thing. And the defensive dungeons do come up from Fanji in the end, and well, kind of fortify his base. I think we just got to try and get closer for Nick. We actually have a numerical advantage here. But we know he's in Castle Age. You're still 50% the way there. Okay, I guess just running past isn't a bad idea. I mean, 16 galleys are going to be kind of insane. All this time they're chasing, there is going to be ship regen going on. Also baiting with 1 galley. Okay, I can see that. Another range from MBL. The scouts do a +1/+1, so they're actually doing work. Fanji doesn't look to be in the good spot here with the landing now. Fisher being hidden by MBL. Kong's got to be careful. He's really invested into fish here. Quite a few of them are idle, actually. That demo is not going to come in too hot. Boo's coming around the other angle. Keller looked to be in some issues here. Has he got university up yet? I'm sure that'll be prioritised soon. Fanji's also got his fish alive all this time, so it's a nice job from him. Yeah, lots of fish should go down here from Kong. As long as... Neek! Just hit the fish. Just hit the fish. Yep. Weaken them if you can. Get another one. Another one. Another one. Get this one. He is in Castle Age now, so he's on to War Galley. He's going to be on to Bodkin. Landings from both. Kind of fizzled out, but there is 4 ranges still here from MBL. Massing up numbers. Keep numbers alive, yeah. Especially with Bengalis. Especially with Bengalis. Banji's gonna put his archers right into the war galley, so yikes. Okay, Viper's starting to pressure Fanji's fish in the front as well. Fanji, of course, playing in yellow in this game. Viper's not going to be happy about that. He will be targeting them deliberately. The archers get away in the meantime. Boo on the south side. Looks like he's surrounded. Killer onto 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 docks. Army's being wiped from Boo. Down to 18. Killer's on 20. Ooh, that's a bad exchange there. Not a good exchange at all. White Cav come over from Kong. Knights and White Cav from Hallis in the meantime. This is why Kong made that transport, of course. I just need to run home in the meantime. Kong still gets 17 fish in the end. More war galleys working their way over from Viper and... yeah, just full land eco from Hallis now. Just full land eco. I don't think a single Brit is added to TC. Yeah. 2 TCs coming up from Boo now, though. TC also coming up from Fanji, in fairness. Didn't see that one. Also, Sicilians comes up super fast. Expo's just worked their way into the corner, but...
know your place, worm.
But really nice Pierce armor for Light Cav, so should get the clear up. Viper about to click up. If he just buys some food, yep. If he just buy some food, he should be on his way, right? Looking at military numbers, it's not looking too good for the UK team. Not looking too good. Fanji on 2, Hallis on 8. Numerical advantage for the Norwegians here, big time. And Team Islands is certainly a map where it can start to snowball. Now, Fanji has 3 stables over here now, though. He does have 3 stables. Let's take a look at his economy at home. How long can he sustain this? Man, he has a shit ton of gold. He has a shit ton of gold. As long as Hallis can maybe... just make sure that NBL is not going to be a pain in the ass. I mean, look at this. Just still massing crossbows so from 4 ranges. Maybe he can do some damage here. Forward TC on the gold. Having extra villagers is also going to be amazing. It's not Viper, guys. It's the spec bug. You're absolute noobs. Look. This is me pressing shift. So when I go to Viper, it's giving me Nick. Here, this is the spectator bug. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Chat dumb? Yep. 100%. Okay, right hand side. No, you. Viper is coming with some war galleys of his own. Villagers going down on Boo's wood line. Means reinforcements going to be difficult. His wood line's getting hit now by MBL. Not looking good. Next army is split up as well. On the left, on the right. Not ideal. Kind of looks like it's starting to spiral out of control here. Looks like it's starting to spiral out of control. Hallis on 3 TCs of his own. Score though, they can still see it's only a team difference of 400. I would have liked to see a better attempt at clearing up these ranges. Actually clearing the forward. More TCs coming down from MBL now. No one up to Imperial Age just quite yet. Kong has a huge eco. He did lose a lot of his fish though. He had like 17 fish and like most of them are all gone. But he's transferred a lot of that into Vels, right? Okay, MBL gonna continue to be a little bugger. Trying at least. Saracen galleys versus Korean galleys. I'm just gonna click up first here. Would be expecting pockets from either side. See, like it's giving me like Fanji here. Even Kong's res doesn't look good. Viper's floating a fuck ton of gold. Looks like Keller's actually gonna be the first one to click up. Getting to Galleon first would be really pog. Yeah, and Keller's clicked up now. See, now you can believe me. Now you can believe me. So this is a spec bug. We just looked at the res. There's a little bit of a question, is going to afford like Galleon. I guess he's got loads of fish in the bag. A few fish. But he needs Galleon and Bracer ASAP. MBL, down to 57 Vels though, so Fanji's done a good job. Keller came back well, yeah. I mean, Saracen galleys, the galley line's just sick, right? Big night engagement coming. Fanji likely going to go back to the hill. 18 knights though from Kong. Only a few villagers underneath his TC here. Did he even make a monastery at this point? You can buy whatever upgrades? Yeah, I guess. I guess. And actually, oh, Kong's get too big. No, is that the one? Why did he end up over there? Who knows? The fresh ones are coming over. Boo's on the way up as well, so he's going to play very defensive at the moment. He's on stone. We're thinking about towers on shorelines and whatnot. Castles as well there. Rams coming in from Kong. Night upgrades. I think it's both. I think it's everything for both. So there's Kong. Fanji's actually missing one attack versus Fanji. And everything's been cleared now from the forward. From MBL. And he doesn't have any fish economy behind this. Doesn't have any fish economy now. And he's having to focus on the land eco. So you can Hallis up. He's going to be on his way. Kong's still really investing into knights here. Nicholas Water though. Yeah, and Hallis doesn't redock. He's redock in front. Okay. I mean, Italians, the upgrades are so nice. They're so cheap, right? If we can get somehow to, like, dry dock super quick, I kind of like it if we can somehow get to that in a big mass of, like, fast fires. Viper coming over the other side, though. Thinks he's gonna go for a castle. Not just quite yet. Deletes the foundation. Gonna use the ships. Knight's coming over from Hallis as well. He's actually top score now. He's gonna go for the castle here. Use the security of the water. Fanji still making a few knights here and there. Continuing to be a pest. Also up in the north against Viper now as well. Kong's had to invest in a lot of knights at home to defend. And the knights do take out the villagers, and that's going to be a doubt castle from Viper in the meantime. Even the knights taking out some of the war galleys, okay. And yeah, fast fire, dry dock is the call. See? Or shipwright. That is what I really meant. Yeah, Fast Fire is just such a good upgrade, man. He's already got Careening as well, which is nice. Towers, a lot of galleons down here. Nice towers from Boo as well, though. Gonna be hard, honestly, for Keller to push by on the right-hand side. Chemistry's already in, no. Castle does get deleted. Nick is on the way up to Imp. He's gonna have to redock in the front as well. Likely under the guard of Hallis. Landings have all been cleared up on the UK island. Not completely on Norway's island. There's still an investment here to deal with this. Looks like UK are going to be pretty happy to bolt from this point on. Could be going for a long game here. You can see Castle's already been putting up in the right positions. Ideally, you'd want some either more towers or castles here. Yoop Song would be huge for Boo if he gets a 2 extra range as well. And Boo is one attack behind here, but Hallis is sending some fire galleys, fast fires of his own. Fire galleys. That transport will go down, and the Knight's even taking damage. Should go down. But the Knights did take some damage from the fast fires. And Nick getting back onto War Galley, Bracer coming in, Chemistry coming in. Gonna be Galleon soon enough, Viper switching onto fast fire of his own. And the Knights are gonna get picked up by Hallis anyway. Yeah, we did talk about it. Looks like Boo is stalling as best as he can with the keeps right, but there is cannon galleons mixed in there. Banshee has a 2 villager. Now all we need is like 5 sergeants, right? What's the stone count like? And like once Fanji gets to Imp, oh he's on his way already. Oh, he's gonna go first. No, that imagine he went in like multiple TCs. That would be huge. But I think he's just gonna go for dungeons now. Get your upgrades. Imagine First Crusade in the other bit. But just make sergeants and start building dungeons. And then trade is just not going to be an option at all. Oh my god, there's a... Oh, Jesus Christ, there's a lot of knights. On the 8+1 in the meantime, Castle's going to be discovered now as well. 2 villager Castle just goes up so fast with Sicilians. Hallis came over with the fast fires. Let's get the clear up. Left-hand side, Nick holding himself. Fast fires in the back from Hallis here. And from some galleons from Nick. Big moment is going to be deciding with this. Fanji is taking into piping from what I saw already. And has a trap coming out. Boo gonna get fucked? I think Boo looks alright. Has a lot of galleons of his own. The fast fires in front are actually doing a lot of work here. He's not really engaging though when the armies are split up. But yeah, that is a lot of knights. Behind him. Oh boy. I guess Viper's coming over now as well. Ooh. Rip those 2 hero vills. And all of this is going to go down. I think you probably needed time to like mass everything up here. You probably needed the time to mass. But it's still very even on the team score. There's only 100 points between it. I'm feeling less confident. So see, Fanchi's got all these he's got all these barracks at home. And the lag is starting, guys. Is this really Fanji? Has he really been... Mate, he has been housed for so long. He is stressed right now. This is Fanji, guys. It's not Viper. Ignore that. He's got 3,500 gold. He's massing the gold. He's on halb, so it does make somewhat of sense. Bonus damage from the halbs coming in. Pog. Bruv, please make a house. The lag, yeah. Well, if you want to help me with a new PC, exclamation point. Help with a new PC. So I can run 4v4 Camps Rage. Anything would be appreciated. Exclamation point panic. I'm not panicking. He's building houses slowly. Okay, he's added one. Okay, another house is coming up. There's one villager in the north. UK score lead. I guess MBL has 3 military, guys. Like, how's he contributing to this game right now? He's not at this moment. But it looks like he's prepping Champ Scarl to get over to the other side. And they're gonna have like some sort of a safe passage here, or they're gonna try to. Looks like Kong's got a load of Cavalier over now. Loads of halbs though, should deal with it from Fanji, not too problematic. MBL on 2 military though is slightly problematic at this point in the game. 51 minutes into the game with 2 military. I would not be happy if he was my teammate at this moment. It's a big landing. Honestly feels a little bit underwhelming since the amount of halves that Fanji is able to make. That's a lot of gold lost right now. Doesn't feel good. Okay, fast fires in the front of Malians. Really the only option they can go for in Imperial Age on water. Don't get Racer, don't get Galleon. Feels bad, man. Is MBL slinging? Don't think so. I'm just gonna try and push in now if his war galleys or his galleons on the left hand side though. Right hand side, Boo and Kel are still trading off units. The score's starting to grow, guys. The score is starting to grow. MBL's starting to make some numbers though.
Know your place, worm.
Thanks to the follow, Finn. Landing coming in from MBL now though. How do we deal with this easily? I'm not too sure. Castles in the trade now from Norway. I like to see that from them. It's a right call. Big fast fire and galleons on the left hand side. Honestly, the Champ Scarl approach could be pretty annoying to deal with, and Fanji's now have to go into Cavalier. Condos. Sicilian condos. I guess he should have upgrades on the halbs, right? I mean, he does have attack on them. Maybe? And he has the barracks set up as well. I guess it somewhat makes sense. But that's my way of complimenting your brain. Heckin' love lag. Okay, keeps seem to be doing fine in the meantime. Contributing when they can, still 8+3. It's a quick fix, but not the solution. It's a band-aid, that's what we call that. But it seems to be doing fine. What's his actual KD at? 288 to 248. Keller does have a negative KD, so he has been losing units. NBL's KD is 124 to 207. He said it would be a massive disappointment if they even lost a game to the UK in this series. Is it about to happen? Is it about to happen here? UK do have top score. Stable's coming up from Fanji. He's playing full defensive now with the Cavalier. Nothing going on the opposing island from the UK. They've totally pivoted onto the boating for sure. And booze on both sides actually now. For some reason. Looks like he did lose a few galleons, it's hard to tell with the stacking. They have good trade running already. Alice has some Trebs here unpacking. Huh? Norway losing trade on the left hand side. Now it looks like castles to go down, markets go down as well. To what? How many cannon galleons are in there? It's very hard. Excuse me. It's very hard to see. It's a lot of Cavalier. They're not really going anywhere though, that's the problem, and the Halberdiers are just being shitted in from this angle. And there's a castle here as well, right? Honestly, it doesn't look good for Norway. It's starting to look less and less good. NBL's trying to mass numbers here now. It's got a champion. Banji's gonna have Cavalier though. 12+4. Halb's chasing the Cavalier from Kong. UK is gonna win. It looks good for UK. It does look good. There's also no castles in this side, so if Boo can somehow get in, maybe with support of someone else. Maybe if Hallis starts sending some of his ships this side, they can start to pressure the docks, cut off the production, cut off the trade. Trade's already been cut off a bit on the left-hand side. Castles have been taken care of, which is looking good. But the production queues are going absolutely ham. Vamos Norway, says Shotel. Spoken like a true Irishman. Oh. Next navy in the north, and yeah, Hallis has had these five fire ships in the back as well. You should cycle through your idle military at this point of the game, just to check where they are and make sure they're engaging, because every pop counts. Every pop counts at this point. 100%. Castle's going to go down. Castle is 100% going down. Nick does need reinforcements coming over, but they're focusing on the mid at the moment. What's the military numbers? Viper 52. Kind of looks even Stevens for everyone. Everyone's got good Belgian numbers. Nick's actually the furthest behind here. I see how stuff's getting missed. It's more having the process of checking your idle, like your idle button for your military. Like it should be part of your flow, your workflow. This is some 4-4 fucking 2 AOE 2. It is indeed, mate. Next navy makes sense on the patrol. Yeah, I agree with that. So it wouldn't show up in the idle button. And Viper's just massed so much military here. And he's going to get the clear up on the front, but there is a castle here. Nick is getting some more galleons coming out. This fast fire being stuck behind there is pretty annoying. Does he have to move back now with these? On the bottom side, we're just trading some more galleons there. Wood for Norway. This is when we actually need to start looking at wood, guys. Okay, there's lots of wood left. Oh boy. UK has lots of wood. At least, a lot more. Definitely a lot more left. Definitely a lot more left. And actually, water control here could be pretty crucial. Now, Fanji's coming over. He's gonna go for another landing, guys. What is the, what's the stone price? Oh, it's only 26! It's only 26 gold! He just needs to buy castles. He needs to buy castles. It's only... Is they gonna call it? They're gonna call it. Even if they wait a little bit longer, Banji can just buy, like... If he's got 26 gold a castle, he can just buy dungeons, and he can buy castles and spam them over. Yeah, but GG! GG! UK put themselves in the driver's seat for the rest of the series, and I said they would be happy with Team Islands game number 1 against Norway. They were all for Team Acropolis and Team Islands. Probably would have been happy with either of them, but I think Team Islands preferred IMO, in my opinion. They would prefer Team Islands. So they get off to a great start here, and that's going to put them up 1-0 in this series against Norway. And this series is going to be huge for getting through to the last 16. If they are able to win 2-1, it gives themselves a great chance. This is Pog, but the downside of this is how annoying Boo will be. I'm going to say no comment on that one. Is he top scorer? Oh, fuck, he's top scorer. Fanji and Halis is the MVP. And Nick. You know what? Nick, Fanji, and Halis are MVPs. Copium. Copium indeed. Copium indeed. Okay, game number 2 between UK and Norway here. Going to be a real important game for Norway. This could potentially be... This could potentially be the most important game of the tourney. Even if they go farther than this, until we maybe get to like semi-final or a final, even if they get that far. I don't think they will. But this is arguably going to be the most important game of the tourney for them. They've already lost to Finland 3-0. They're 1-0 down against the UK, who are more likely to finish. If they lose this set, there's very little chances that they are going to finish in second place. So this game is going to be absolutely huge for them. If they can win this game, they can go into the game 3 and they give themselves a chance. But they absolutely have to win this game, no matter what. And NBL, there was some talk on the stream, I was told, in the last 2 minutes, of him being subbed out. Don't know if Viper was being serious or joking. Probably a bit of both, in all honesty. But they're going to double up on 2 of the best players that they have. And NBL is going to be flank. He's going to play in Chinese here. And Viper is going to be his pocket, and he's playing as Kajaras. So it should be a very, very strong combination. And the whole thought process of having Viper and NBL on the same side is you want to steamroll. You want to absolutely wreck whoever's on that side. Absolutely. And we have Buddy in the pocket as Berbers. Not what I was expecting, but I think this is probably the best thing they can do. And then we get Killer on the flank in the grey, playing as the Mayans. On the flip side, we just talked about the NBL Viper situation. They're going to be matched up against Halis. Arguably, probably the best 1v1 player that UK has. He's going to be on the flank, so he's going to be taking a lot of the damage, trying to delay as much as he can. He does have Ethiopians, one of the best archer civs in the game, so it's probably a good matchup for him there. Gold's a little bit exposed though, and left-hand side of his base isn't fantastic. Nick's going to be his pocket as Hans. Gold's a little bit out there, pushing some deer in the meantime. And kind of wide open to the left-hand side as well. Boo's on the other side. He's playing the Magyars. He's going to have a nice base, kind of a safe gold if you go for some walls here. Bringing in another boar. Mill's going to be coming up. And Magyar's always dangerous with the cheap scouts. And the free attack upgrades from the blacksmith as well. On the other side, we also have Dervoy. He's Vietnamese. Extra HP is always nice for the archers. Or the archer range unit, should I say. But not a top tier flank civ, but probably just below, you know, your Britons, your Mayans, and your Ethiopians. They're probably in the next line. Or Vietnamese. But huge game this is. Absolutely huge game. You can see Keller's got a nice back gold. Their voice should be wallable, in all honesty. So we really want to look at gold positions for the flanks. It's going to be super important. Hallis's is not nice. It's not nice at all. And NBL has a back gold. Okay, so that's not ideal, considering you're expecting this side to push in the most. It's got a very funny wood line here, this Hallis, actually. And then, even on the other flank, you still have a front gold from Dervoy as well. So it's not ideal. It's not ideal. 2 back golds on flanks for Norway. 2 front golds from UK. Boo and Hallis, the first ones to click up though. Boo on 18 population, Hallis on 18 population. We don't have a spec bug in this game, so you can see I'm actually clicked on the player. If you press shift and you click on someone on the spectate function, it automatically goes to that person, or it should go. And it will switch on to the resources and whatnot. Of course, straight archers. The meta these days. Scouts and eagles coming over from Keller, from Buddy. Boo's over here with their boy as well. They should have plenty of experience playing with each other, so there should be good synergy here. Not too sure where you go for the ranges. How defensively do you put them? We'll soon find out. You're like right next to the TC. But everyone's on the way up to feudal. Hallis and Boo, the first ones to get there. Instant range, yep. Instant stable, 2 villagers as well. So we're going to getting on to scout numbers really fast. Double equal upgrades as well. Magyars, a great civ to really have in Pocket Arabia. And there's the second range. Double range from Dervoy. 2 ranges from Keller. Nothing too wrong. NBL, only a single range. Only a single range in the meantime. So might be a little bit behind on numbers here. Gonna get baited into the TC. Nick does lose his scout. Camel scout though. You probably don't want to trade off your scout against the camel scout. NBL might even go for those sheep. No weak villagers in there either. And he's actually going range blacksmith. And he's even adding skirms. 1 skirmisher. Okay. I guess. You see double range from Dervoy, and he's already putting the blacksmith up. Huh. I guess we don't really see a lot of one range plays these days, huh? Really don't. Is he on? He took the berries, yeah, okay. Or he's taking the berries. Has been for a while because he's nearly saturated them. Archer numbers looking good. Archer's coming over from Dervoy. Should pull back with the scout in the meantime. Want to get 9 HP now. Keep an eye. Boo's over here with his own scouts as well. Plus one's going to be huge here. Nice little walls pretty much into the TC. Scouts from Viper are going to be coming over now. From what I saw from Norway, they very much I don't want to say it took things less serious in qualifiers, but you know, got like 5 stables and feudal agent things from Pocket. 2 archers, 2 skirms. Don't expect to get a huge amount of damage. Second range coming up. Archers coming here from Hallis. Scouts also supporting. Needs to be careful though. Fletching is in. Viper nearly in the wood line. And Hallis does end up getting the wall off. Don't see any villagers going down from MBL. Nice walls with the houses. Tower up there as well. Dervoy and Boo trying to get in and kill her. And Viper doesn't get in the end. MBL got a 4-1 KD though, so he did take some vills. Dervoy got a 63, so he's also trading some units here. Boo got a scout in the wood line here somehow as well. Wouldn't mind to just see him whip around on the other side with any more new scouts, and it looks like he is doing that. Kinda looks alright for UK right now. Kinda looks alright. House is defending with his archers. Army's forward. Nick needs to be careful though. Probably need to pull back now. See what they can do on the other side. Nice walls from Keller. Decide not to commit onto the wall. They do have -1 melee old Keller. Bruv. It's only 11 HP there. Did get more houses behind it. Army's gonna get cleared. Right hand side we pull back. Gonna try and get some more numbers. This could be huge. Numbers look good for UK. Keller does have good numbers himself though. More archers need to come over from Dervoy. Does have a few garrison now. Dervoy does have +1 armor. And they're really trying to get in here. And that's only got 11 HP. This house only has 11 HP. Oh, he's going to move though. He is going to get out of there. How open is Buddy? Relatively open. Yeah. Relatively open. And honestly, a good call from Keller to get his villagers out. Because that could have been easily a big loss. Buddy trying to commit onto the scouts though. Both pocket players kind of focusing on each other. Dervoy has less numbers now. Archers coming forward from Hallis. Supported by Nick. Few archers in the back from MBL. Archers out of position from Keller. Scout numbers going down from Buddy. Hallis needs to go for a tower on the wood line. MBL going into the TC fire. More scouts coming over. He's actually going to have some losses here, but villagers are going to get the tower up. And it feels like the small delay there for MBL maybe cost them that tower not going up. No other wood line? Yeah. it's not great. It's not great. This is Arabia. You reap what you sow. Okay, archers from Hallis. Did we go to Viper now? He's actually going for the pre-tower. He's worried about this. But Hallis potentially coming up here. He goes for the tower, just in case. And BL's moving forward to Nick. Huh? I guess I'm behind live time, but it's alright. I don't think I'm behind by much. I was wondering why it was paused by MBL. And I didn't get any chat. Keller's having to do some catch up here. And I think the numbers are good enough. Boo does have +1 armor. Archer numbers look good from Hallis. Nick is clicked up. As long as he can stay safe in the meantime. No? Huns have they're a little bit awkward because you can't house wall behind. So if you get pressured quite heavily and the military gets in, you can be a little bit omega fucked. But he's on his way. Buddy is clicked up as well. His eco has been pretty much untouched. He's Berbers. Gonna be spamming out some knights pretty soon. Engagement looks damn good for the UK, though. Keller losing all of his archers. Remember when Keller had archers? Archers are gone. He's into 6 military now. Ooh. And where are the archers from Hallis? Did his get cleared up? I think he came home with them. Looks like it. Looks like he came home. I think we try and just get into Buddy's base now, no? We don't see how bad the situation is, but just come on this side. Mick, you've cleared up Keller's army. He's actually going for a tower on the gold at this point. Just try and get in here. Just try and get in here. This is going to be really bad. We don't even, like, just run. Just click. Viper on 2 stables, I assume? Yeah, 2 stables. Doesn't quite know where to go yet. But does quick round on the right-hand side. Nice engagement for NBL, in all honesty. House not quicked up, just quite yet. Don't really like the call going to Viper. Probably feel like Buddy can be dealt with anyway. But Dervoy is losing archer numbers now. And he's open, like he's actually got a lot of villagers that are exposed for sure. Viper gonna try and come forward now with his own. Don't really know if he's gonna find damage anywhere. Nick in Castle Age. Boo in Castle Age. +2 now on these scouts. See if he goes for light cav. He is. Just come in here. NBL looking to come in. Hallis pre-moves the villagers off. He's still not quite up. He's still waiting. Looks like those scouts get cleared up from Viper. Nope. They are here. Knights are coming over though from Nick. Yeah, it's a TC in the back. Look at this market. He's on 3 stables. And Hallis gets up eventually. Just flaring the army in the meantime. And I guess this is a good time to get value from your light cab, right? +2/+2, you clear that easy. 3 stables, yep. 1, 2, 3. Counting is hard. And Viper's having to react now as well. Is Boo adding TCs? TC in the back, I like that one. Next one I'd probably like here. Stick on the military in the meantime. And all of those archers, the crossbows, are going to go down. They're all going to go down. Keller arrives into Castle Age, last one for Norway. He's on 3 ranges. He will be pumping out archers. Soon to be crossbows, since they are mines. University on the way. Buddy added a TC in the front. Would like to see him get a TC on potentially the other side here. Secure this wood line would be pretty important. He's trying to get some tank numbers now. Still some crossbows here from MPL trying to move over. Hallis just making sure he's not really took any damage despite being in feudal age all this time. Not looking too bad. Nick also getting a TC up in the gold now. Do like to see that. Hallis arrives into Castle Age. Should have a pretty good economy now with the later uptime. And does. Can go crossbow, can go bodkin. Straight onto armor as well. Pretty much being able to afford ballistics. This is the one, I don't want to say it's an advantage of clicking up late, because it's not. But you generally do have a bit of a better economy, so you can get these upgrades. As long as you have good numbers, it's not too bad. But, Viper and NBL are going over to Nick now. And Nick has 17 military somewhere, and this is his knights. They do need to move over. Dervoy and Kell are just going to dance on the left-hand side. Trying to bust in here, and also getting rid of the production. Going to be huge. Nick needs help. Yep. Buddy coming over as well, though. 3 versus 3. 1 versus 1 on the left-hand side. I think we need to engage now. Boo's army's just too isolated, and he probably needs to loop around to the left-hand side just to try and get a short distance between them, but Viper's trying to block it off. Really nice, but he's trying to get there. Kajara Camels as well. Armies are coming. Could be a critical moment for this game here. Both teams trying to take their respective hills. Who's going to die on theirs? Difficult to see. 3 versus 3 here. Numbers look good for UK. Numbers look very, very good. Still good numbers left over from Boo. Few knights from Nick. All the camels going down from Viper. All the crossbows going down from MBL. Sharamsha's been mixed in now as well. Left hand side, their boy, 28 to 23.
Know your place, worm.
Thanks for the follow back. Keller looks like he won. Nah, Keller's... They're trading. They're holding off each side. There's 500 crossbow in one tile. And Hallis is still get really good numbers. And what is MBL doing, man? He does have a semi-forward. Siege Workshop now. How many ranges is he on? 1, 2, 3, 4. No additional TCs for him. Additional TC coming up from Hallis. Big engagement here. Hallis needs to be careful. Economy starting to look good from Nick. Monastery as well. 3 TCs from Boo. How many TCs from Viper? 1, 2, and 3. Buddy is on 3 of his own. He did secure this wood line, so good job here. Back to the fight now. Very close game. It's a very, very close game, and Hallis is just trying to run back to the rest of his numbers. Needs to be careful. Keller being raided. Yeah, some knights in the back here. Oh my god, Keller's on 30 vills, guys. Keller's on 30 villagers. That could be it. That could be it. And ideally, you really need Norway to be making the same progress here. Oh boy. It's kind of huge. MBL clicked up the imp though. How many archers does he have? He could still lose quite a few in between now and then. He is Chinese, of course, so getting all those upgrades when he gets to the imp is going to be super easy. See what Nick and Hallis do, but it's still not looking too good for the Norwegians if Keller's going to be out of the game. I know he's mines, but 30 vills is not a lot. Yeah, Buddy being raided as well. But Berber Stables should... You'll have some losses. Some idle economy. Should deal with it. The voice still is good to expo numbers. Taking some engagements on the hill. Camel's going to try and get into Nick now as well. Other players clicked up to Imperial. Darvoy is on the way. It's not looking good left hand side. Nick. 4 TCs, oh boy, oh boy. What a guy. Boo's on the way up to Imp now as well. On 4 TCs. Only just clicked up. But those night upgrades coming in for free are absolutely huge. Their Void is coming home in the meantime. Probably thinking... Yeah. Seeing that Norway are coming over. MBL. Gonna try and make use of his crossbows. Norway really need damage. Hell yes, they need damage. pockets are even massively behind here on economy numbers. Like, I'm not surprised Norway backed themselves on Arabia, but a little bit. I mean, so the UK. That's the thing. Critical 3 minutes. I think they have enough to defend. Stonewall's coming up here now. I'd like to see the villagers get moved off of the wood line just in case. You've got to be really careful now. Keller not clicked up. Buddy not clicked up. Viper not clicked up. Ooh. Nick's going to be in it soon as well. Boo's going to get there. I think they've done enough. Things are really going to start to look desperate here. I'd like to see us just disengage with this army. I guess we've got the hill. I guess we do have the hill. Not looking fantastic. Keller and Buddy in on Dervoy, actually. Hard to see the grey. Dervoy is going to lose some villagers now as well. He's down to 64, down to 60, 62, 61. Sharam's just coming in from raids now as well. UK in a great position. Got to be careful though. Keller still has crossbows on the right hand side. Buddy getting trapped in the north now. Going into a bit of a corner, backing themselves in there. Arbs are going to get the clear up. Booing up now as well. Straight on to +4 knights, of course. Viper's clicked up. And Sharam Charades now coming on from Viper against Hallis. Super annoying thing to deal with. Cap Ram Arb. Hallis looks to be going to the damn hell. Hallis is absolutely going to the damn hell, but we're minute 40, and you know what? I probably would have said... I probably would have expected him to be dead at an earlier stage. In fairness. Their voice still taking damage as well. Arbs need to come over. How many vills are we down to? 51. Keller's nearly even Stevens now on the vill count. Boo's having to come over. Nick's on his way. Hallis is as well. Need a big clear up right now. Need a big clear up. I was going for the market. With what resources, man? Nick looking for the surround on the other side. Gajara camels in here. Mass Sharamshas now. From Viper. Few Idle Cavalier. Paladin on the way from Nick. It's going to take some time. He just lost a shit ton of Cavalier. It's a very close game. It's a very, very close game. Definitely, as Fox says, one of the better Arabia games I've seen. Usually, Arabia can be quite snowbally, but when you have two teams that probably match up well, in a sense, it can be a very entertaining game. I don't like Nick losing all his numbers there when Paladin is on his way. They are thinking about trade already. Don't see that from Norway. They're obviously having to invest quite heavily into army here. Knights and camels from Buddy. He's not an imp either. He's on his way though. Knights trying to get in now from Boo. And Keller's on skirms. Yikes. Units in the trade though. Paladin is in. Still waiting on Blast Furnace. Not in yet. Civ bin? You think so, lad? I would say they do have better civs, but... Oh god, that's fucking funny. Okay, engagement now. Paladin looking good. Paladin looking really, really good. MBL taking the trade on top of the hill as best as they can. Losing Arbs on the right, losing Arbs on the left. All Keller can do is fortify wall. Paladin coming in now from Boo. Double Paladin on UK. Starting to look worse and worse from Norway now. This could be a long one. Get some villagers going down. Paladin's gonna come forward. But they trying to get onto heavy camel. That's a lot of Arbs from their void. Keller just completely out of the game at the moment. He's trying to do what he can to provide for his team. Trying to get fortified walls up. He's on 68 villagers now. Katie's not looking too good. Sharamshi's in the trade line. Do need to be careful. The Boo is in pink, their void's in orange. I mean, that's pretty common for them. Good guy. Must give them such a confidence for this stuff, keeper. Okay, Keller's clicked up. But do they get to that point? Do they even get to that point? They've done a great job of walling across the map. A couple of gaps to fill. But the actual walling from Norway is good. Paladin here though, Arbs from Hallis, Ethiopian Arbs as well, don't forget. Map control now looking really good for UK. Castle here. Another castle here. Ooh, looking really good for the UK team. Nick's got some idols. But they're starting to push in an NBL, and the rest of the map is pretty well walled, but NBL is not. And now Paladin's in on the left-hand side. Paladin's in on the right. Siege Workshop's getting cleared up very slowly but surely. Trade line is running from UK. Not looking good for Norway. Not looking good for Norway now, guys. Is it?
Know your place, worm.
There was all that chat about Norway being seeded too low. Down at 23, 24, 25, where they've been kind of hovering around. Has this seeding process been right all this time? It's actually starting to look more and more likely the UK are going to win this. They're at least going to get a 2-0. As it stands. They're in a very commanding position right now. They'd be very disappointed to lose this game if they did. Buddy's going to try and make something happen though. They still have NBL at the end of the day, and Viper. They've got a big hill to climb. These gates just feel ridiculous. No bomber towers for NBL, not yet. Not yet. There hasn't been any seeding upsets. Well, technically this isn't an upset. Because UK are seeded higher. The biggest seeding upset, of course, was India versus USC. That's the biggest one. I don't know how many there has been, but that was certainly the biggest one. Like Paladins both sides, Ethiopian Arbs behind. Nick just trying to get some Hussar out, or Light Cap in the meantime, trying to trickle in some more trade. Shows the ranking has been on point. Yeah, that's a fair comment. That is a fair comment, actually, Flux. Some raids coming in from Viper, though. Paladins from Boo. They weren't nervous already. They certainly will be now. And I think UK can start dreaming about a potential 3-0 now. I really can. NBL's on 58. I repeat, 59 villagers. Doesn't look to be in the right way today. Just doesn't look in good shape. Really disappointing. Team Islands. Could have a strange play here as well. I dream of production queues like that. Look at Nick's production queue. He's got Siege Ram coming in now as well, so he's just going to try and start to clear out the buildings. He does have some stones, so could make some castles. Push on the left-hand side. Paladin's coming in, but the fortified walls doing the job in the meantime. It does look extremely good. Can we push forward with some more castles? Castle here from Nick, don't mind that at all. So many players here on the right-hand side. Viper onto light cab now. NBL's onto skirms. Still think it's enough. Castle coming in from Dervoy. He's just creeping. He's one of the few actually making trips. But we just got some Paladin here, which you probably need to be contributing in a slightly better fashion at this point in the game. Looks like a big engagement on the right-hand side. Those skirmishers are doing the job. Lots of Paladin do go down. Don't know where the archers or the arbalists are from Hallis. Looks like they are hanging around here. Castle is up from Nick. Lots of Cav does go down from Viper as well, though. Siege Ram's coming in now. And Paladin, Arb, Halb is going to be in very soon for Dervoy, and they're going to start to push in the trade line. They're super close. It was a great engagement for Norway. It looks like Viper lost most of his camels, though. And does Viper have gold income? Not enough. So him trading off Viper's gold units doesn't feel terrible, in all honesty. He's just having to make light cap now. This is a big problem. Hallis lost all his arbs though. He's got trade though, hasn't he? Not as much. Even then, his teammates have trade. They can sling him some gold. Don't know how the trade is really looking for here. Not really impressive. Looks like Buddy is the one that actually has the best trade, but their trade is going to go down. Castle here would be huge. If you can go for it somehow. Ah, yes. Ooh. Paladin's now coming in. Another castle from Nick. Just creeping forward. Still trying to trickle in some trade. How many villagers do we send? I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's it. GG! UK are winning the series, guys. Now the question is... do we dream about the 3-0? Do we think about the 3-0? Mangamel said it's coming home this afternoon. MBL tweeted back, sure. Viper tweeted back in block capitals, K-E-K-W. Ooh. They laughed. They laughed indeed. If there's anything you know from watching professional sports, You do not make those kind of comments before the start of an important game. If you're a player, it's fine for Mel to do it because she's a fan. She's just a little fangirl. We do have a stake appearance. Okay, game number 3. UK are 2-0 up. Can he go for the full Buna? Can they go for the free roll and get the 4 points here? You get 1 point for every game win. You get 1 point for series win here. So let's see what they can do. And they are leading it. They are a higher seed in this one. Stake is subbed in now. And who has left us? Okay, Dervoy. So Stake's in here as Mongols. Good hybrid player. Boo's going to be his pocket. Already bringing in that Borin. Tallis. Yeah, Tallis is out as well, you're right. Because Nick's staying in as Burgundians. So Nick and Boo played every game as pocket players. And Fanji's back in. He's going to be playing as Malay. Malay on flank. I wonder if he's going to do something similar to what Barrel's done. That'd be kind of interesting to see. But they're kind of in very typical team positions here. You can see this L shape in this instance. Anyway, other side, Kong is back in for Norway. He's playing as Japanese. Going to be pretty difficult to deal with here on the river. The river's not too deep, or not too wide, should I say. It's only one deep fish wide. There's a lot of fish in here. Going to be very important to fight for it. Viper's going to be his pocket. He's actually playing as Portuguese. So we get Japanese Portuguese combo here. Meaning we got Keller pocket and his Burmese. Really nice to have the wood bonus, of course. And NBL's got Spanish on the flank. Spanish on the flank. Go on, Fanji. Get in there, son. So going back many years, Banji played in a tournament against Viper, and in the final, the prize was, I think it was like $200 or $300 or something, or it was like some numerical number, some number of Bitcoin. It must have been like 1, 2 or something. I think it was like 1 or 2 Bitcoin, and it had like a similar value, or maybe more or less. And the players got to choose to take the dollars or take the Bitcoin. Viper won it. He didn't pick what he should have picked. I mean, hindsight's a beautiful thing, but he did pick the money. And if he picked the dollars, he would be... If he picked the Bitcoin, sorry, it'd be multiple thousands of dollars richer. If he held on to it, of course, and then sold it when it boomed. I can't remember the prize and how many it was. I remember hearing him talk about it. I remember it being a lot of Bitcoin. It was like an actual substantial amount. It would be like almost life-changing money. But I guess he done all right in the end, moving to Facebook. From what I saw on Twitch of the other days, him and Debbie are building a house together. So it's a cool project to be involved with for sure. So Steak versus MBL here, 2 toxic dirtbags. Of course I only jest. But certainly 2 little rats. Let's see what the rats can do against each other. And Steak's already on the way up. Making use of the Mongols and their nice transitions up to every age. Well, especially feudal age with the hunt bonus. Scout maybe? Maybe to the TC. Yeah, scout to the TC. Per Steak. Per Steak. Transitions to feudal coming in now. Let's see what dock position looks like. We can see only Fanji in this one. We can see 3 Norwegians in this one. So it's going to be 3 versus 1 in each river here. NBL's not docked. Is he really trushing? I mean, Boo's up. Does he need to go water pressure, or is he gonna go barracks now? Yeah, he's going barracks. Range coming up from stake already. This doesn't feel great. This doesn't feel great. And that is a first tower. Again, just super underwhelming. And it looks like Boo's going to try and pivot on to some sort of land control here. Second tower on this way. Stake. Villager does go down. Now, UK need to have full focus on this game. Getting the 3 points could be absolutely huge. You're also denying a point from your most likely competitor. That second place. Stake looks like 2 villagers going down. Probably not seen a tower rush on 2 rivers, in all honesty. Left-hand side, Fanji's going for some big walls. Of course, he's going for stone walls. Fanji gonna Fanji, I guess. He's got a couple of galleys out in the meantime. And... oh, it's actually 2 here. I'm getting mixed up with the colours. We do have Viper and Keller here. Okay, Boo's coming over with scouts. Gold is being towered. Okay, scout goes down. Villager's gonna come up this side, at least the gold is safe. Archer's a great option against towers. I mean, really? I mean, there is scouts over here from Keller. Yeah, and the villagers are just gonna go down. I don't understand that tower at all. Maybe, like, batter your way through here, make another tower, where you can, like, shoot that one. And, like, left-hand side is going to be fully stone-walled. Stone-walled in the middle. Water pressure... it's just not happening this side, of course, because MBL isn't docked. Really, really odd gameplay from MBL tonight, guys. And now he's having to go for defensive towers, because Nick's coming over. Viper's trying to push forward. And they are going to do damage on the left-hand side. They are going to do damage. Like, Kong has really good dock numbers. But Viper is on the way up to Castle Age. Archer's going to come forward now in NBL. Tower on the berries. Tower's on the stone. Doesn't feel fantastic. Well, Fanji's making archers. But I don't know where the range is. Bruv. Bruv. Fanji. This is the revenge. This is the revenge of Fanji coming on here. He doesn't care about water. He doesn't care about water. He's going to get 10 archers, potentially more. He might even wait. How's his res for Castle Age? It's not great in fairness. But he's going to get good archer numbers here, and he's going to do maximum damage. And you get 2 wood lines here with 14 villagers. Fanji in BF mode. And he's already got 5 in this range. Does he have Fletching? He does. I think he got to be patient here. I'd love to see him just be patient. He's going to move out with 6 archers, and that is big damage potential. Keller being slightly pushed. Viper gets into Castle Age. I think if you see Castle Age coming in, maybe now's the time. Now is the time. The scouts coming over from Boo. Scouts here from Nick. And this game is about to get seriously out of control for Norway. More archers coming out. Viper in shambles. TC not even up yet. Loads of villagers going down. Revenge of Fanji is on its way. Keller losing vills as well. Does have a decent KD though. 17 to 13. Viper on 412. Not looking good for Norway. Not looking good one bit. They do have water control on this left pond though. Pond, lake, river. I guess river. Don't know why I said pond or lake. A trush from MBL. Super underwhelming. Don't understand it. Didn't dock the bottom here. Super weird. Super weird. Banji still has a spell down the bottom. I guess we maybe put stables up. Monitoring the gold now. More archers here. Banji's playing like a beast. And honestly, the sneak. This came in absolutely huge. And when he does click up as melee, he's going to have crossbow very, very soon. He's going to have to show us a split micro. And Stake just sitting underneath MBL's tower now. And MBL looks actually not too far off Castle Age. Okay, Castle from Viper needs to make something happen. Nick's already on 2 TCs, third one on the way. Actually, fourth one on the TC. Fourth one on the TC, fourth one on the way. Fourth one on the TC, huh? Talking about, man. Ah, I'm just gonna go up to Kong now. Viper 47 vills, Kong on 55. Three ranges here, villagers going down, left, right, and centre. Gold is exposed. Don't think Banji knows where it is. Splits up the numbers, love to see it. Sees the gold now, archers to the right. He could get caught with his numbers here. Could get picked off, but he's going to pick off some more. What's he doing with this villager in the bottom? Did the villager get caught? Is it like walking home now? I guess he got caught. Yeah, crossbow in. Is Bodkin in yet? It is. Kong's behind in upgrades here. Boo just defending with persons in the meantime. Second TC coming on the way. Looking really, really good for the UK team. Fanji just all over the map in the left-hand side here. I said this is going to be a map that Norway wouldn't be prepared for. Certainly looks that way. I said it is going to be a map the UK are going to be prepared for. And they're certainly making use of it here. Certainly making use of it. Stake can add the TC. Knights coming forward from Boo. Skirmishers on the left side from Kong. Kong is the top scorer. Portuguese did get the castle up in the end. Organs trying to push through. Nick's added a siege workshop. Has a castle to defend in the meantime. Costeliers to get enough of them. Well, be pretty savage against the organs, but you need... Depends on numbers, of course. Oh, and the villager's here. Where did it go? Oh, Viper's chasing. He knows. Oh, Fanji reacts. Fanji actually sees the scarf. Where do you run now? Oh, actually the house comes in clutch. Go this way. Go this way. Oh, God. Be careful, Fanji. Oh, and organs have been transported. 44, 55, 73, 50, 57, 64, 46, 38. Belgian numbers looking good. For UK, Kong's got 27 army, but so many of them are skirms, in fairness. But the organs are in on Fanji. Instantly drops the monastery. I guess can get redemption, but we'll need to stall a little bit. Get double stable in the back. He wants to get some elephants out. Or some knights. Well, knights will do the damage. Costaleer's coming over. Let's see what they do. All we gotta do is get a hit. But you need numbers. If you have like a massive Costaleer, you'll do well. But you need a mass. You certainly need a mass. And probably have them like in spread formation. Fanji are not gonna get that TC up. Fanji, what are you doing, man? What, bruv? What are you thinking, man? Okay, skirmishers, crossbows coming over. Villager is still alive, but it's been searched for.
Yeah.
Chonkers, please. Yeah. NBL is... NBL needs 4 monasteries from Keller here. And he's trying to get a castle up at home. NBL is in shambles. Having a very, very poor experience against the UK right now. Villager's been found? It sure has. NBL trying to get the castle up. I don't think he's gonna get it up, guys. He's kind of stuck in two sides here, though. Boo just camping the castle in the meantime. And Viper not making too much progress. In all honesty. Stake 65 Vils, 29 for NBL. Looks like total and brutal domination right now. Looks like total and brutal domination. I don't know if Fanji ended up getting redemption, but he is making elephants. He is actually going to make chonkers. Nick is on the way out to Imp. These Burgundians. Elite Costies are going to be insane. Kong and Viper in good spot. Kong has like what? Skirmishers? That doesn't feel like a fantastic spot. Viper's economy is getting there, but feels slightly underwhelming in comparison to Nick's. I think I prefer Persons getting into Paladin. Even Nick could go Paladin if he wanted, but we'll see. Does look like he is going for stable now. They've had... Kong's had to deal with so much shit. Viper's had to deal with a lot of shit. Viper's been pretty safe, but Nick has been completely safe. Boo has barely took any damage at all. NBL in a bit of a shambles as well. Nick gets a free boom. Nick with a free boom is very, very dangerous. Like, Keller should have a free... You'd think Viper's the one that gets the free boom, but obviously the sneak did come through. And these ranges are actually still up. Having to put this castle up very defensively now is Viper. He obviously sees the stables. Did we just, like, make a couple? No, he is actually going to make good numbers. Monk, Conk coming forward. Crossbows from Stake. I don't like that he's not really got stone walls up behind us. Only a couple. Nick is an Imp. Going for Paladin. Going to go for Fast Fire as well. He's going to clear out the rivers. Big stone walls from Fanji. Done this in qualifiers. It's no surprise that he's doing it. Did the Norwegians do the homework? I don't think they did. Crossbows in behind from Stake. Shh. I mean, in fairness... I mean, these woodlines are kind of exposed. Viper up to 113 Vils. 115 for Budo. 128 for Nick. Paladin going to be on its way soon. Castle's going to come down here from Viper. Where do we send the Cavalier to? Half-price Paladin. Straight through the gate? I reckon we just go straight through the gate. And Stake has his expo on Keller's woodline. Needs to move in. Needs to move in. What is MBL doing on the right-hand side? Not too much. I think we've got Ballistics crossbow. Ballistics? Hard to see. But big crossbow numbers do alright against Cogs. Besides, Stake is getting some value from his crossbows here. Oh, and Keller. Kong actually siege steppers. Wasn't expecting that. Wasn't expecting that. He is Amp. Making helps as well. Paladin in now. Burgundian Paladin, of course. Wasn't expecting the siege tower. Boo's up to Imp. He's actually just gonna go Hussar by the looks of it. That was his gold count here. Does have good gold. Just looking to stall, likely. Probably gonna save for Cavalier. Save for Paladin if he can. TC is being pushed. He's also a lot of monks here, so it does make a lot of sense to go for some white cav numbers. And here are the elephants for Fanji. He's just gonna try and take out TCs. Or is he? They're cheap. But there's still some res, man. There is some res. Now, the halbs are there. Castle's coming up. Does Nick try and come through the middle now? Who has good numbers. Straight on to Hussar. Obviously concerned about this. This is dangerous. That is dangerous. It's also very fragile. And Fanji just going to try and nuke some TCs now with the elephants. And Organs going to struggle against this. Nick should just kill Keller's base. I can certainly see an argument for that. Fanji just needs to make arbs at home now. Got a lot of army just sitting doing nothing. Especially when you know Keller's invested so much into this. So Boo's just going to try and come around the other side. Risky. It is risky. He needs to delay. He needs to make sure the Hussars are in position. TC goes down from Stake. Houses get deleted. I think we try and make sure we don't bait. Oh boy. Oh boy. Say goodbye to your army, I guess. Religion is not tolerated here. Religion is not tolerated here. How are the elephants doing? Just about dead now. 4,000 gold down the drain. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And the thing is, Boo's going to be on Paladin. Viper. NBL still has 49 vills. This game looks pretty over, guys. This game looks pretty damn over. Fanji is taking some damage on the left-hand side. But is it the same amount of damage that NBL is taking? No way. No damn way. He's getting some ARPs. Some skirms mixed in. He looks absolutely fine. Paladins very, very soon for Boo. We get more ARPs in. Oh, is this where he's actually making the ARPs? Oh, that's nice. The crossbows, at least. That's really, really nice. And he's going to be able to do some damage here. The organs are there from Viper if he notices and tries to clear that up. And I guess he sees the flags on them, right? But not huge amounts of progress on the left-hand side. Nick did clear up everything on the water. Skirm crossbow here. Did Steak really just get nomads? Did he really just do that? I swear it was him. He must have clicked it, then I unclicked it. I think it was a misclick. He fixed it. Fine, just keeping the organs at home. Yeah. Like, Viper's just had to deal with so much shit. Which is just stalling out this push. So much. Paladin is in now. Double Paladin again from UK. Let's go GB. Let's go GB indeed, Samero. Looking really good for them. Tread push beginning now. Extra damage on the Burgundian hand cannon. Organ gun still working away on the ranges. And the Arb's just finding villagers here and there as well. Super frustrating. And now Boo's the one actually doing the raiding on Keller. And like the position is so bad, the MBL is way off to the right hand side here. An Arquebus from Viper. Wow. Alice isn't pub now. He transferred in recently. And yep, GG. Oh, Mango Melt. Time to get on Twitter.